7, a foggy look out over San Diego International Airport as the partial shutdown of DHS continues. The federal government's they're slashing funding. Thousands of San Diegans are set to lose food assistance benefits. We'll tell you where you can go for help. And we'll also tell you about the so-called blue zone and why the city of San Marcos is banking its future on it.
NBC 7 News Today starts now.
Good Sunday morning. I'm Dana Williams. Thanks so much for being here with us on NBC 7. A little foggy to start the day here. Let's check in with our meteorologist, Brooke Martell. Brooke, good morning.
Hey there, Dana. You're bringing the sunshine there. I love the yellow on you.
I'm trying. Look, we're like a sunny day.
Right, exactly. I mean, look behind me, look behind you. Foggy conditions here on this Sunday morning. So communities tracking some areas where it's a quarter mile or less when it comes to visibility out there on the roads. You know the deal here. Just make sure you're increasing your following distance, have the low beams turned on. We also had record heat again yesterday. I know it was pretty warm, especially over some areas with our inland valley communities. We'll take a look at those, but I want to get you ready for this upcoming week because although we're getting some relief from the heat in comparison to what we had last week, we are warming up.
Donald Trump that he will send ICE agents to U.S. airports tomorrow as the partial shutdown continues. He made several posts about this on social media yesterday. One reads, quote, "If the radical left Democrats don't immediately sign an agreement to let our country, in particular our airports, be free and safe again, I will move our," he says, "brilliant and patriotic ICE agents to the airports where they will do security like no one has ever seen before." And coming up, lots of people catching flights at San Diego International Airport this morning, uncertain of what the president's words could mean for their travel plans. NBC 7's MG Press is live at Terminal 1 for us. MG, good morning. Busy there. Busy there.
Dana, good morning. At this hour, there are already huge crowds in the TSA lines. How long is the wait? We will let you know what you need to know. That's still ahead on NBC 7.
And taking that live look outside over Petco Park, we have some foggy conditions over the downtown region right now, starting to lift and mix out today. Maybe just a little bit cooler compared to yesterday, but warmer temperatures on the way for this upcoming week. I'll tell you all about it coming up after the break. Stay with us.
You're watching NBC 7 News Today.
Good. Kind of keep us on the milder side and keep those cooler conditions through late this morning because of the fog. Here's a look at the visibility map right now. Not posing too much of an issue out along the coast, but as you head east, you can see over Fallbrook, we have visibility up to about a mile now. Still not seeing great improvements along the 8 near El Cajon. So if you're driving through that area, it's just a small stretch, but just increase your following distance. Low beams turned on. You know the deal. Here's a look at your daytime highs. We're right around the upper 60s to the upper 70s along the coast today. We'll have temperatures right around those low to upper 80s for the valleys, the mountains from the 70s and 80s, still close to triple digits over the desert region and even warmer for this upcoming week. I'll have those details coming up, Dana.
Brooke, thanks so much. And she just mentioned it, but if you look close behind me, this is a look at San Diego International. Look at that plane still taking off, but obviously hazy start to the day there. And as he's going to send ICE agents to U.S. airports tomorrow as this partial government shutdown continues. The president made this announcement over several posts on social media yesterday. One reads, quote, "If the radical left Democrats don't immediately sign an agreement to let our country, in particular our airports, be free and safe again, I will move our brilliant and patriotic ICE agents to the airports where they will do security like no one has ever seen before."
It was too close, but it's got the moves.
It's there for a good time at the hot pot.
Can you blame it? Yeah.
Okay, Brooke, take it away. One last check-in.
So taking a look right now, live look over La Jolla, socked in at this hour. I mean, it's really foggy up and down the coastline. Some areas we do have more dense fog than others, so you just want to make sure you're increasing your following distance of El Cajon. So right now we're seeing the visibility limited to about a quarter mile or less in certain areas. Let's take a quick look at the coastal forecast. This is for Oceanside today. You can see heading into 9 o'clock, we still have cloudy skies and we're looking at those temperatures to be temperature-wise, and we're looking at that rip current risk to be at that lower level. Wave heights today generally from about 1 to 3 feet. Out in El Cajon today, you can see same thing when it comes to that cloud cover from this morning around 6, going into the 9 o'clock hour, even by 11 a.m. Mostly cloudy still by 2 o'clock. You can see mid-80s in the forecast by that point. Departure from normal for your Sunday. These temperatures still trending above the seasonal average. You can see that's the case for every area on this list, and we're talking anywhere from 10 to. Before we get to details on that, this is a look at about 10 o'clock this morning. Still have that westerly flow. Could be breezy and gusty at times over the mountains in the desert region. And like I mentioned, still expecting that cloud cover throughout this afternoon with that periodic sunshine. Looking ahead to about 4 o'clock, you can see those winds hold fairly steady over the mountains in the desert region. A little bit breezy too, even for the coastline and the inland valleys, but still below 20 miles per hour. High pressure will build this week over the west. And what we're seeing with this system is that it's going to start to move east as we continue throughout your week. And then we're actually going to see it weaken, and that will help us cool down a little bit by about, I would say, a week from today. Here's a look at the 10-day forecast. So you can tell by Tuesday we start to warm up again. And then that takes us through Saturday. And then by Sunday, again, a week from today, those temperatures should start to drop off. Looking ahead to that week after that, hopefully getting closer to those seasonal averages, Dana, but definitely a very warm start to the spring season.
Yeah, right? It's so hard to believe we were just in winter days ago, right?
I know. It is hard to believe.
And thank you for joining us for the latest news, weather, and updates. As always, head to
700,000.